Hello you beautiful peeps, my name's John, welcome to my channel. This is version 2, that's correct, version 2 of the MJX 10208. And on today's video, we're going to be looking at the changes made to this new version. I've got the updated list from MJX, but what have they in fact changed? Let's get on. So right off the bat, they have not changed this locking mechanism, but they've obviously tightened it up a little bit more. As you can see, one-handed, it is a lot tougher than the others that I have seen, which is a very, very good thing indeed. Have I just locked it or unlocked it? Hello? Oh, okay. That was a good start, wasn't it? So, right off the bat, let's get the list. They have changed the nylon chassis. The changes that they've made, I don't know. I don't have version 1 or version 1.1. So you can have a look yourselves and say, oh, they've changed that. And maybe write in the comments below what they have changed on the chassis, because I just simply cannot see any change myself. Let me get the battery out, just so that you can see a little bit more detail there on the chassis. So there you go, that's change number 1. Number 2 is the rear gearbox cover. That is this thing here. Again, the reasons for these changes, I do not know. Without owning one of the previous ones, I honestly cannot even speculate. But let's say it was for durability. That's what we'll say for that one. Now the front shock mount, this one here, has been changed. No idea why. And the rear shock mount has been changed. Okay, front swing arm with C-hub assembly. That would be this one along there. Again, I will turn this upside down. And that's with the whole hub assembly there. If you've seen the previous video, you'll see that they also come with 2 spares. So I did measure this on the previous video, or 2 videos ago, so make sure you check that out if you need the dimensions. But for the rear one, they have included 0 spares. So we shall measure them now, so that you know exactly what difference they made. Can I get in there? Not without taking the wheel off, so we will go old school. This is obviously not 100% accurate. It will be as accurate as I can make it. We have, is that right? 104 millimeters long. And say from the center of this point here, it is 47. I don't know from the previous video if I did the width, so we shall just do that now. Again, it will be to the center of that there, and we have 48. So there is that one there. Then what do we have? I'll quickly show you that. Maybe a bit too overly exposed. Tie rods. Yes, right. I did mention this in the previous video. I just gotten it a little bit wrong. I'd said it was this one that had been swapped, but it was this one I was indicating. However, they said that tie rod times 6, but that includes 2. I mean, there aren't only 4 on this car. There are no 6 tie rods, so that will be 2 of the steering arms as well. So they've all been changed. Lower weight, reliability. There you go. Right, now we have a rear bumper. That is this part here. It has been changed out. It doesn't look like this part. Now I'm also going off the picture that they sent that I'll be putting on the screen at various points while I'm editing. So you can take a look yourself. And we have the rear arm code. Now, that is this here, the thing that holds the pin in. Swing arm pin holder, lower suspension arm bracket, whatever you want to call it. It is that one right there. Then we have motor mount. Obviously I can't show you that, that's all the way in here, but for some reason they've changed the motor mount. Front and rear drive shafts they've written, so that's the CVD joints. All of them are new. Every one of them. New design, thicker, I do not know. Can I get in there and measure the thickness? 5mm, which is, no, I don't trust that because I just moved that. There we go. 0.19 inches. Can that be right? I think that's right. Let's say that's right. So all 4 of those have been changed. We then have the front skid plate. That's this one here. Motor steel gear. Now, your guess is as good as mine, but I have to assume that they're talking about the motor pinion, the one that goes on the end of the motor drive shaft and spins round, because there is no other. However, again, in the picture, there is no pinion in there, so I'm not 100% sure. I did ask for confirmation 2 days ago, but I haven't received anything back from MJX as yet. I will write in the description below if I get that answer, or while editing, of course. Then we have the center differential large gear. So you've got your differentials here that are splitting the power. You then have the motor, and then you actually have a full differential here. That has been completely changed for a new design. Reliability, possibly. It then says bearing 1. Bearing 1. Again, I can't see it in the picture. I can't even speculate which bearing it is. So it's either that one, 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 that one. It's any of them. So again, if I get confirmation, I'll write it below. And related screws, it says ×1. Actually, in the picture, there's about 50 there. I haven't counted them exactly, my apologies. But they've obviously changed a lot of the screws. Now, not on the list, but in the picture, I noticed that there were 4 shock springs. These are the black ones here and there, obviously on all 4 corners. It wasn't written on the list, as I said, but it is included in the picture, so I have to sort of assume that that is part of the upgraded version. And then the front gearbox cover, I noticed, is also in the picture. Again, I'll show that on screen now, and that is this triangle-shaped one that's going over the front differential. Maybe just missed off the list. I'll ask MJX and hopefully they'll be able to sort of just confirm that that's the case. But on my first video, I had to speculate because I had no idea, and I obviously couldn't take the whole car apart and see which parts were minutely different from the originals because I don't have the original. But at least now I have a list of, there you go. I have a list of what they say, and that is pretty comprehensive. So, performance-wise, ladies and gentlemen, that's not going to make a huge difference on speed or anything like that, but I get the general feeling that all of this was done for reliability, durability, make things strong and powerful. Now, I've had this car, I haven't driven it yet, as you can tell, it's all so brand new and beautiful, but from how, just touching it, being around it, hearing it, I've turned it on and sort of had it running. I've not even driven it around the house at all because I'm waiting to get that when we get out and drive it video on John Robinson RC at release. It just feels really good quality, really good quality. It does feel very meaty and beefy, and it is a heavy RC. I speculate, because I can't say for sure now, if I had to say, should you buy this car at its current price of $283 US on the experience I have up to this point, and that's including the feeling I've got from all these other cars in this studio by touch and sort of how I sort of feel that it's performing, I'd say it's going to be well worth it. But until we get it out on the road, I cannot say. Now, the actual running video will be up on the main channel, John Robinson RC, already, so I will link that in the description below and you can pop over and have a look there. Make sure you subscribe to both channels because I am going to be doing a few other things on this car. There is a Facebook group. Again, I'll link that in the description below. They are very involved in the improvements of this car, and I hope they themselves like the upgraded version. Pop over there if you do purchase one of these because they seem like a really helpful bunch of peeps across there. So pop across, join the group, and you'll have constant help from them, I feel. I may be looking on that group as well and just seeing what sort of upgrades they do. But does it need upgrading? Does it need to be modded in any way? We'll find out on the release video, the running video on John Robinson RC. So thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, take care of yourselves, stay safe, bye-bye.